Mark's Beer Review.
Hey, welcome guys. We're gonna do a really special show tonight. We're gonna be doing Mark's beer reviews, non-expert beer reviews, cheap beer edition.
Yeah, cheap beers. Cheap beers.
So, random night, went down to the shop, and I decided we're gonna go for some cheap, shitty beers tonight. And I know it's really late. It's like 11 p.m. Got work tomorrow, but we're doing this for science. So, let me just open these beers, pour them here, and hopefully I can finish them all tonight. Oh yeah, that was tough. And and hopefully, we can decide which beers are shit and which beers are worth buying. So they're all under 60 pesos, more or less. So we're just gonna literally pour all the beers and we're gonna taste them one by one. So I know you're gonna super enjoy this, guys. So next we've got the Tiger beer. Oh well, yeah, this is the Heineken, which is probably gonna be my worst beer. We'll see, because I haven't tried these two. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't. This is probably the local Heineken. It's not. It's. I know that the imported original Heineken is probably better. I don't know. It's. I mean, it's not really a great beer, but the local version of Heineken, which is brewed by Asia Brewery, also is. It's so shitty. It tastes like chemicals. Tiger beer. Should be interesting. I don't know. Maybe I've tried it before. I really don't. I was expecting it to be black, because it says black and strong, 6.9%. It's not black at all. It's not. I mean, how is this black? I mean, it's false advertising right there. This is the Tiger Crystal Light, which we expect to taste like dirty water, I guess. Asian lager, like what the hell? What the hell does that mean? 5%. Okay, well, it's gonna be the same color. Oh no, it's really light color. In fact, it feels light. Even the bottle feels light, which is weird. And then we're going with the Red Horse, which surprisingly actually tastes pretty good. So it's the Philippine, strong beer, with around 7% or something. Let's see, it says extra strong, but obviously against your IPA, it's not that strong. Oh, it's 6.9, yes. But yeah, I mean, all of the rock and roll guys have been drinking this for years. It's pretty malty, and me, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. This during my younger years, I used to love this beer. It's the San Miguel premium beer. It's around 50 something bucks, and I thought, if I'm right, this will probably win the race tonight. I think I'm gonna like this the most, but we shall see. You see the color too. It's like everything else. Nothing special about the color. The most expensive beer we got was probably the Kirin, which is around 60 PHP. So if you guys are coming from whatever country, and oh yeah, this is the beer that damaged my toe. Actually, it like jumped from the freezer, and it landed on my toe, and it hurt like shit. See, and I don't know if that. This will probably be second place, but I mean, I don't want to let my biases get ahead of me. But this is one of my favorite non-expensive. Okay, fine. It's a little expensive, like 60 bucks. Probably the most expensive beer here in this batch. And made in Japan. Just look at that foam. Right? You know it's gonna be special. All right, so we're gonna try this out for science. I'm trying to decide where to start. By the way, the process is gonna be we're just gonna taste the beers. We are going to describe the refreshingness, the aroma, the complexity, and what else do I rate? The flavor. And then we're gonna put the beer scores on the video and the price as well. And then at the end of the video, we're gonna say, which one would probably give it the best bang for the buck. Okay, so let's do this. I don't know. Let's probably start with the lightest beer first, since it would be kind of unfair to have something that tastes better and then have the light beer. So let's do the light beer first. Okay, first of all, it smells like piss. Like a very hydrated urine. Very faint aftertaste. I would say it's a fun beer. It's fun. What is it? The Pilsen, lager, whatever. What is it? Oh, it's an Asian lager. Yeah. So it's fun. Yeah. It's like a beach beer. Complexity 1, flavor 2, refreshingness 10 or off the scale if that's possible. But yeah, it tastes like those crackers we used to have when we were kids. Sunflower crackers. It has that very bready, crackery. Not even bread. It's like literally crackers. The yellow come in a yellow tin box. There's also a slight fruity taste. Yeah, and a slight grassy taste. So this went down really easy. I don't hate it, so it's alright. Okay, let's move on to the next beer. I wasn't expecting to finish the whole glass, but I guess I was really thirsty and maybe stressed out because that Kirin smashed my toe. So let's go with well, let's just go that way, just for randomness sake. This is a tiger beer, the black strong tiger beer, whatever. It's supposed to be strong. Okay, so you can smell it. It has a little bit more power than the first beer. You can instantly smell the beeriness, not the beeriness, the alcohol. Yeah, you can smell the alcohol in this. Like, it almost smells like wine. Excuse me. It is a nice sweet flavor. I would go for this. It's pretty good. Flavor is pretty good. Slightly acidic, slightly sour, very slightly sour. So it's interesting. I think it calls itself an Asian lager, just like the other one, but this is supposed to be world acclaimed. Yeah, it tastes stronger. Yeah, it's made in KL, I guess. What is this? Tiger? Where the hell is Tiger? Oh, Singapore. Yeah, it's made in Singapore. So yeah, it's alright. Flavor. What did I give this? Like a 1? I would, or 2. I would give this like a 4 maybe, or 5. So it's alright. It's alright. Complexity 1, refreshingness. You know what? These beers will probably be all like a 1 or 2 complexity. Refreshing, maybe 9, 8, something like that. It's a little bit less refreshing than this one. But it has a little bit more flavor, a little bit more kick. So I like it. Which one would I go for? I would, on a normal day, I would probably go for this. If I were in the beach, I would go for this. Alright, let's do the Heineken, because it's like the world's most international premium beer. I don't know, man. I mean, Asia Brewery, they started making this shit and they started selling it for really cheap. Because, there was a time when they sold this for like, 100 pesos. And then all of a sudden, the price went down to, what, $50 or $60 or what, I don't know. And then apparently, Asia Brewery now makes this licensed by Heineken, or I don't know how that works, right? I'm a non-expert. I started drinking it once in a while, and I don't know, but let's do it again. All right. It is a nice haze, I guess. That's all I can say. It has nice carbonation until now. It's of all the beers, it's the one that still has bubbles that are kind of floating to the top. The smell, Also a little urine smelling. Maybe worse than this. It really smells like it passed through someone's kidneys. I don't even know what this is supposed to. I can't drink more of this. Jesus Christ. Nobody should be drinking this. I'm sorry. Nobody should be drinking this. It's shit. It's complete shit. It's complete shit. Nobody should be drinking that shit. I'm not even gonna give it a rating because, you try it for yourself. Do a side-by-side test and then you might believe me. Alright, let's do Kirin. The smell. So after having smelled these three, this one smells so sweet, floral. Has a wee bit of hops. It just smells much better than the other beers for some reason. I mean, you really gotta do this side by side, and then you'll understand me. That is nice. Nice balanced flavor. The smell, the aroma, the taste, the smoothness. It's obviously a refreshing beer, like a 10. This one I would still give it like above 10 if you could. This is probably like a 10 on refreshing taste, but the flavor is still there. The flavor is less than this one, but it still has enough flavor to keep it interesting. So it's not like super tasty, but there is taste. You know what I mean? So, in fact, so far it's the most complex beer that I've done tonight, because there's there's an aroma, there's a middle, and there's a finish. And the finish is just sweet and perfect, and slightly that little thickness on the back of your tongue. So this beer is a winner so far. This beer is a winner. Flavor maybe 4. Complexity maybe 3 or 4. But still higher than the others, right? I mean, if you've had like really complex beers, then yeah, it's gonna be a 3 or 4. But let's head to the next beer. I got a burp, which is the San Miguel Premium All Malt, which I used to love back then. And if you put these two side by side, you'll see that the color is just a little deeper, a little more amber, which you would expect from more malt. That's a little tongue twister. More malt in the beer. So if you put this and this together, you would see that this still comes out a bit darker. So that's really interesting. So it's possible that this would have the most malt in a beer, which I actually like. Some people are like, yeah, malt. Everybody's like hops. But I like my malt. I'm a sweet tooth. So let's do this. Let's do this beer. Aroma. There's no aroma. Strangely, there's no smell. How can this be? It's the beer with the least smell. Let's give it a swirl. It's slight, very 0.5 slight urine smell, which you might expect from a San Miguel, but there's hardly any smell. There you go. So, it's not bready. It tastes like biscuit, not crackers. Which tasted like crackers? Was it this one or this one? This one. This one was it? Yeah, I think it was this one that tasted like crackers. This one. It tastes like malt, I guess. You know, it tastes like malt. It doesn't taste like crackers. It doesn't have like a strong aftertaste like in the side of the tongue. There's really no bitterness at all. Hardly. Of course there is, but you know, there's hardly any bitterness. There's less aftertaste in most of the beers, and especially compared to this piece of shit. Definitely better flavor than this one. The taste is stronger than this one, but there's no complexity in this at all. You know what I mean? It just tastes like beer. This one might even be a bit more complex because the Tiger beer has some sourness, and it has a stronger taste. But this one is just a little bit more balanced, right? So I wouldn't call this beer like super refreshing. I would give it like an 8, maybe 8 or 9 on the refreshingness area. But the flavor is a little bit better. The flavor's around 3. .5 complexity. Definitely more complex than this one. But see, I finished pretty much the entire glass because I couldn't really understand the taste. Because it just doesn't taste really good, but there's nothing bad about it either. So I'm drinking, and it's alright. So, and finally, we have the Red Horse. So let's see how this turns out. Because, you know, I've always been a bit biased by Red Horse because it's what the posers drink when they're out on their, you know, rock events or whatever, clubbing and shit. So, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, Red Horse, and, you know, they just like hang on to one Red Horse bottle for like 2 hours, and then they have another one, and, you know, you're drinking a strong beer, which, blah, blah, whatever, doesn't matter, you know. It just tastes that little piece of shit, and then, let's see how it goes. Oh. So immediately, you smell the alcohol. Slightly fruity, slightly acidic. So this one really gives off a slightly fuller aroma, or actually barely any aroma. So far, this has the best aroma. Slightly urine. And it's not bad. It's not bad. If you're a San Miguel drinker, right, like most Filipinos, you know, you probably wouldn't be like into Red Horse because, you know, people say that Red Horse tastes like horse piss, blah 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 blah. But it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's not good. It's not good either. Sometimes it can be good. It can be good. But it's not good. It's like somewhere in the border of good and bad. You know what I mean? It's like it could have been good, but it's not really that bad. It's not as bad as this. It's not as benign as this. Not as tasty as this one, and not as balanced and as artfully done as this one. What don't I like about it? It's hard to put a finger on. You know, it's kind of like it's a little chemical. It's like it's kind of like, it kind of tastes like bad liquor. You know, cheap liquor, but it's not liquor. It's beer. So I don't know if you understand that. I'm not sure but maybe your soul would understand that. So there you go. You know, we tried the 6 beers, and I'm gonna put the ratings on the video. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to line up the beers based on how much I like them. So first place will have to go to the Kirin, which is also the most expensive beer. Super balanced, and just really, it has everything. It has everything. It's refreshing, it's balanced, there's flavor, there's complexity. You cannot go wrong with the Kirin. So, you know, we're gonna put this on first place. Should it start here or should it start here? Yeah, probably should start here, just, you know. The second one, I would probably have to say the Tiger. I would go for the Tiger, number 2, just because it has some pretty interesting flavor. In fact, I'm gonna have another sip. Yep. Yeah. It's close between the Tiger and the San Miguel Premium. I would say it's close. But since it has more flavor, I would give it a number 2 spot. Number 3 spot goes to the Premium because it's just really balanced. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not super great. So yeah, pretty good bang for the buck, except that it's also a little expensive, coming in around 50 something pesos. This one is obviously going to be the last, so we're just going to go ahead and put it there. And I'm not even going to bother, you know, talk more about that beer. Now, so this is going to be tough because while this one has absolutely no taste, maybe I should try them both again because, you know, it's going to be pretty hard to decide which one is worse. So, is it like a San Mig Light? Yeah. But the San Mig Light is probably more... It has a little bit of that weird aftertaste that kind of sticks to your tongue, to the sides of your mouth, and this doesn't. So, I don't know what, you know, it can say it's higher quality, whatever, I don't know. But between San Mig Light and this one, I would probably go for this one. This is only around 30 something pesos, which is practically the same price as San Mig Light. So, you know, between the two, you might want to give this a try. So, yeah. And then let's do the Red Horse again. Okay. It's really tough because this one has more flavor, stronger. There's nothing really bad about it. It's just on the verge of good. So it's just so hard to decide. I would call it a tie. I would just really, you know, I would just do the right thing and call it a tie. So I'll put you guys both on 4th place, and we're gonna call it a tie. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this piece of science. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the evening, obviously, and don't drink too much, guys. Cheers!